What's up, guys? This is Coach Shane from Kings Basketball Training. This is my first video, so we'll see how it goes. But what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about shooting the basketball. We're going to talk about form. We're going to talk about little things, and I'm going to give you a drill that I use with my shooters before a game, before practice, after practice, things like that. And I'll explain to you as we go along what are some of the numbers we're looking at. So I hope you like this video.
So for this drill, what we're going to do is we're going to start off where your player is going to look basically right under the net. So when he looks up, he should see the front of the rim. And we're going to go for about 20 swishes where we're just working on where the elbow is placed, where the knee is placed, making sure that the foot is facing forward. So as he shoots, we're looking for that extension. We're looking for the flick of the wrist, and if he does it right, it should be swishes every time. After he makes his 20, he's going to back up, and he's going to start shooting right from there. So he's going to be shooting not quite the free throw line, a little bit before the free throw line. Same thing, we don't want him jumping. We're going to be watching really for where the elbow is pointing, where the knee is pointing, and where the foot is pointing, making sure it's pointing towards the rim every time. From there, he backs up to the free throw line, and we're doing the same thing. Each one is different. So up close with him, because he's older, we were doing 20 swishes. From there, it was 10 made shots. From the free throw line, it's 10 made shots. So any time that he misses, any time that it rolls in and out, we start the count all over again. So he needs to make his 10. Now, him shooting, he is a nationally ranked shooter. So when he gets back to the three-point line, which is the high school three-point line, we're also looking for him not to jump. So we don't want him jumping. We want him bending his knees. We want him shooting from that spot every time. Again, what we should be watching and what we should be looking for is that elbow, knee, and foot pointing right towards the rim. It should be a little bit forward. So the next move is to go over to the corner, and we're going to start up close again, where once again, like I told you before, he looks up, he should see the front of the rim or the side of the rim basically, but it still should be right over his face. And you can see if he misses, it's starting all over again. For time's sake, I think we only went for about 10 swishes instead of 20 on the corner, just so we can kind of show you guys and try to get through it quickly. From there, once again, he's backing up. We're looking for 10 made shots in a row. So as you can see, we sped up the video so that we can kind of get through it quickly and show you guys exactly how we're doing it, and we even changed our shot numbers. So like I said, each one is going to be different based off of the kid that you're working with, based off of whether or not he is a natural shooter or you're just trying to get him to be more of a shooter. Then you want to change up the numbers. Remember, our focus every single time is elbow, knee, foot, or toe. Okay, and when you finish the shot, it should be wrist pointing to the rim. So now we have wrist pointing to the rim, knee should still be pointing to the rim, and toe should still be pointing to the rim. There's debates, different people talk about different ways that you should be standing. I teach most of my players kind of a stagger step. So if they're right-handed, then their right foot is going to go a little bit ahead of their left foot. If they're a lefty, obviously it would be the reverse, left foot leaning a little bit more. And what that does is it allows you to get your elbow and your knee and your toe pointing to the rim and able to get that shot off correctly, where you're not kind of squared up. You're squared up, but it's differently than squared up. Old school, like a friend of mine who teaches kids to shoot as well, he likes to have their feet shoulder width apart, facing the rim, and he goes from there. So everyone is a little bit different. I found that for me and for this shooter, the best thing was a stagger step. Most shooters that I work with is the same way. It's a stagger step, right foot or left foot a little bit ahead. Remember, with this drill, once again, we're not having them jump. We're not having them jump at all. With him, because he is preparing for college, once he gets past the high school three-point line, we like to get him a little bit further, so he'll actually be shooting from out of bounds on the corner. And what we like for him to do is then we allow him to jump. And again, just starting from a standing position, going from kind of squatting down and jumping and extending, we allow him to jump. But anything closer than that, anything closer than a college three-point shot or NBA three-point shot, we want him standing still. We want him not jumping at all. If you notice, I'm a little bit in the way, but if you notice when he shoots, he does go down and he comes back up, goes about to his toes, and that's about the most that we will let them go. No jumping, because we're looking at the form. I want a straight up and down form. I don't want him jumping forward to make the shot. I don't want him jumping to the left or to the right. I just want a straight up and down shot. That way we're working on that form. That way we're watching his form. And it's always a good idea to film them when they're shooting, so you can see how they're shooting. You can see, is their elbow pointing to the rim? Is their knee pointing to the rim? Is their toe pointing to the rim? So you can see those things, as well as you would focus more on the makes than the misses. Focus on what his form looked like, or what her form looked like when she made the shot. So every shot, you're just watching. Every shot you're seeing. So usually if I'm filming him for his benefit, so he could watch it, I wouldn't be standing in the way. I would actually have it facing right on him, where we can see. And then from there we would focus on saying, okay, look how your hand was facing here, look where your finished spot was. So usually if we're filming, we're stopping and we're making him hold the pose of where he finishes.
I hope you found that drill useful. In the meantime, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel down below, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. In the meantime, this is Coach Shane saying, do what you love what you do. I'll see you.